asabre yɛde ani kyerɛ na ɔmo release a letter statement tenten bi a kyerɛ ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa na deɛ wɔn nyinaa no ɛfa elections 2023 primaries a ɔmo bɛyɛ both the presidential and the parliamentary primaries 20th of July 2023 and NPP amonoko the National Council of the New Patriotic Party amonya meeting ɛwɔ Accra of course meeting mu nyina no na for how they are going to conduct and make sure so elections amoko metimi enya a successful one na afenso bibia timi akoso ye. Now this press release decisions of the National Council of the New Patriotic Party on parliamentary and presidential primaries. NPP actually said, there are certain things that at this time. If you are an aspiring candidate in the NPP contesting either for the parliamentary primaries or the presidential primaries and you flout their constitution or their rules and regulations, they are going to make their constitution work. Name no, my own go straight to the letter now. Now, the National Council of the New Patriotic Party, that's NPP, at its meeting held on Thursday, July 20th, 2023, considered the guidelines for the conduct of the party's presidential and parliamentary primaries in the constituencies where the party has sitting members of parliament. After extensive deliberation, the council arrived at the following decisions and resolutions. 1. Regional and constituency party executives who wish to contest in the primaries in the constituencies as with sitting members of parliament shall resign from their respective positions not later than September 20th, 2023. All such executives shall tender in their resignation letters to their respective regional party secretariat not later than September 20th, 2023. Metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives, that's the MMDCs, in the constituencies where the party has sitting members of parliament are not eligible to contest in the parliamentary primaries for those constituencies. This line should be taken again. Metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives, that the MMDCs, in their constituencies where the party has sitting members of parliament are not eligible to contest in the parliamentary primaries for those constituencies. The third one, the recommendations of the vetting committee clearing all 10 aspirant candidates to contest in the primaries were approved by the National Council. The approved candidates are Honorable Alan Kojo Tremantin, number 1, Mr. Kojo Poku, number 2, His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia, number 3, Honorable Boache Ejakun, number 4, Mr. Engineer Kwabena J. Japan, number 5, Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan, number 6, Honorable Dr. Kofi Konedwa Preku as number 7, Honorable Dr. Owusu Kotofri, number 8, Honorable Joe Gatti, number 9, and then Honorable Engineer Francis Ade Nimo as number 10. And moving on from there, now the special electoral college scheduled for August 26, 2023 shall be held at each of the 16 regional capitals. Each delegate shall be entitled to 1 vote and shall cast his or her vote by secret ballot for only one candidate. All aspiring presidential candidates shall be given the validated album for the special electoral college at least 1 month to date of the Congress, thus not later than July 26, 2023. The Electoral Commission of Ghana shall conduct the special electoral college elections. An election committee shall be constituted to supervise the conduct of the special electoral college and the National Congress respectively. An electoral An elections committee has been constituted to supervise the conduct of the Special Electoral College and National Congress, respectively. The committee is composed as follows. Number 1, Right Reverend Honorable Professor Mike Aaron Quay is the chairman. Right Reverend Right Honorable Professor Mike Aaron Quay is the chairman. Mr. Abankwa Yeboah, Vice Chairman. Honorable Alexander Kwame Nafenyoma, member. Professor Emmanuel Flolu, that's the name, member. Moving on from there, Madam Rita Talata Asobayire, she's also a member. Mr. William Yamua is also a member and a secretary as well. Evans Nimako, member. Philip Kwesi Nkrumah is also a member. So these are the names of the committee members who are going to help say elections because a bit me akoso eye. These are the people they say NPP amonoko na yi omo for the elections are omo bekoyi. Let us move on to the next thing. NPP ekasa ede efa ho. The National Council took a serious view of some of the unhealthy comments and utterances from some of the aspiring presidential candidates and their supporters who did not sugar well for the unity and cohesion of the party. Accordingly, the council, by a statement, reinforces compliance with the code of conduct for the presidential and parliamentary elections of the party. Any aspiring presidential candidate or his supporters and party executives at all levels who act in contravention of the code of conduct moving forward shall be dealt with accordingly, in accordance with the guidelines thereof and the party constitution. For the avoidance of doubt, the relevant position of the guidelines dealing with the expected standard of conduct include the following. So these are the conduct NPP share anymore. Some bet me free the various candidates. And so number 1, all aspiring presidential candidates shall campaign on issues and refrain from leveling unsubstantiated allegations, personal attacks, and vilification against their opponent. No aspiring presidential candidate shall undertake any activity that will polarize the party along tribal, religious, and other fractional lines. The photo album register that was used to elect the constituency executives between April 22nd, 2022 and May 2nd, 2023 shall be the same album that will be made available to the Electoral Commission of Ghana for the conduct of the presidential primaries. Any delegate who appoints a proxy shall apply to the National Secretariat 3 weeks before the conduct of the presidential primaries. However, persons appointed as proxies must be delegates at the conference. And so this is what the party is saying. And the party wishes to reiterate that any aspiring presidential candidate who flouts of the above guidelines and modalities shall conduct himself in a manner that brings the party's name to disrepute shall be deemed to be in breach of the party's constitution and will accordingly be sanctioned, including being disqualified from contesting the premise. So this goes to all the candidates who are contesting in the party. Finally, while the party wishes all its aspiring presidential candidate the best of luck in the primaries, it anticipates that these rules and regulations are strictly complied with by all stakeholders, particularly the candidates and their supporters in the supreme interest of the party. Thanks. That's signed by Justin Kodia Frimpong, the General Secretary of the party and the National Chairman. Distribution list. This was distributed to all candidates in the NPP and again all media houses. So this is the update coming up from the New Patriotic Party. And so for your share, said them send be here to us with NPP. So the almost a year almost share a bit to us the moon to the more at the